What's going on? Another video. This is one I do about every 6 weeks. I am a reseller, so I buy stuff off of different auction sites, find stuff at, well, thunder's going on. I buy stuff at flea markets, at yard sales. I buy stuff off eBay. I buy stuff off Goodwill. I buy stuff off Mercari, whatever. I just find stuff that I could sell, and my main niche is camera equipment. So I'm going to do that today. If you want any of this stuff, you could check out my eBay store. I'll list it below, and I'm working on getting a coupon going for anybody that watches one of my videos on YouTube. So that might be linked below as well, so you would save a little bit more if you want to purchase something from me off eBay. I generally buy larger lots and then just divide them up individually. Over the years, I've come to know my different mounts and such really good. So these are 4 different boxes. I've got like 15 different packages coming, so I've been on vacation, so I've kind of been slacking, but this is pretty much a full-time job for me at the moment. I'm not working a day job, so this is what I do. Eventually I'll have to get a day job, but it'd be nice if I could keep on doing this. Just insurance is so costly. So we got here, we got a Sigma lens. This is, see that Minolta Maxim. I got one that's sitting around here somewhere. Where? Oh, yeah, this one. So it's a Sigma lens, third-party lens, and it fits on here. As you can see here. And actually, I'll show some cool stuff. This is a, forget the lens for a second, but this is the 8000i. It's a very cool film camera. Back in the day, it had these little cards. This was kind of at the end, right before digital. So it had these cool cards you put in, little digital cards you put in there. It's got different modes that it would set it up to. You got a portrait, a sports, an AS, action and sports, maybe. Yeah. So this is kind of cool. One of these days I'm going to get some film out and shoot with this. But let's go back to this lens. Well, I'll show you a couple other things I got recently in the mail. Some Koken filters. That's the cool thing about this. This is my niche, but I also love photography myself. So I've got some Koken filters. You put those, there's a little bracket thing you put on the front of it, and it will make your shots turn out good. I've got a ton of these, but some of these I didn't have. I kind of collect those as well. And one last thing, sometimes you'll find digital cameras. I know I hadn't listed this yet, but I'm going to list this. This was in a big lot of stuff, and this is actually a really cool, I would say modern camera, but it's kind of older. FinePix EXR, and it's a touchscreen camera. 2011 was the date that it came out with. But it's really cool. Touchscreen and all. Boom, boom. If I could get past all this. Okay. And there we go. Okay. So yeah. Touchscreen. Go through all this stuff. Look. For 2011, this was pretty sharp. It's a 16 megapixel camera. I just happen to have, it didn't come with a charger, but I happen to have a charger. I'm going to start this out at $100. It was originally $200 when it came out, but if you want this, just you can contact me on eBay, and I'll give you a deal on it. I'm going to start out as 100. We'll see how long it takes to sell. But all right, so back to this lens. Sorry, I got sidetracked there. This is a crappy lens, not crappy optically, but crappy physically. You could see all these lenses from Sigma at this time have this rubber on it and gets sticky and gummy. Look how, can you see how nasty that is? They're just horrible to use. Let's see if this one, it's hard to get my finger in there. See if it's clear. So I'll just turn that switch there and look through it. And that way it opens up the aperture and it's clear and everything. No fungus or haze. I guess I could test the autofocus, but this is not a very, something shaking around in there, not a very high price lens. I will probably sell that for under $20. just because it's all nasty like that. But that lens does also work on a Sony A mount, not their mirrorless stuff. This is a good lens as well. Same deal. This is Minolta, but it tends to get discolored. It's not all gummy like that other one. It's just discolored on the rubber parts. But this is like their nifty 50 millimeter f 1.7. This one's worth about $35. So, and most people that buy this are buying it for the Sony DSLR cameras, not the mirrorless. Again, the Alpha A mount cameras, not the Sony E mount cameras. So I don't know what I spend on each of these, but I know on every single one of these, I generally at least double my money. So, what's we got here? Minolta camera. So, this is worthless, this camera right here. If it works, so it's got a battery in it. But it will not turn on. I'm sure that battery is dead. On? No, yeah. I've got batteries. With these old autofocus cameras from the late 80s, early 90s, they use these batteries that you have to buy, so the battery is actually worth more than the camera. This one's all falling apart, but like this battery right here that is a 2CR5. If you go to Walmart or something, or Ace Hardware, it's like $15 just for this battery, and this camera is worth like $10. So I have a collection of these when I find good ones, just to test out the camera, and then I'll try to sell this camera for, I'll put it in a lot with another one that might, if this works, with another one, or if it doesn't work, I'll put it in a lot with another one, sell it for like $15. But the strap I will take off, and I'll put a bundle of straps. I've got 2 over here, so usually I put 3 together. Oh, so I'll have 3 cool, like hippie type straps that can be used on any camera, just because they've had just a generic clip that fits on there. So I'll sell 3 of those and just do an auction for $20. There's a ton on eBay, but yeah, they usually sell pretty quick if I do that. $20. A lot of people try to sell them for $14, $15 a piece, and they kind of sit. So I do 3 for $20, and it usually works out pretty good. And can ship first class mail, so shipping's under $6 to ship it. So that's nice for anybody out there looking for those type of things. All right, what we got here? Second lot here. Hopefully we'll find something cool. I don't, like I said, I don't know what all I bought, but these videos kind of tend to be long, but I enjoy them. It's kind of like opening Christmas presents or something, you know. Oh, also, yeah, somebody reached out to me on eBay itself and bought an item from and said he enjoyed these videos. So, Steve, thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Thought of you when I started to. It's like, hey, I need to make another one of those because I hadn't made one of those in a while. So this is trash. Look, yeah, it's got all mold on it and stuff. So trash lot. I do get a bunch of these together. These old camera cases. I'll get like 10 or so together. Sell them for like $15. I have no money into them. I'm just buying these lots for the lenses themselves. Nice lens right here. We'll go over the lenses here. So I've got 2 that actually work, and sometimes the stuff inside is falling apart, but these both look good. This is kind of cool. It's not straight across. It's kind of got the curved. Kind of neat. All right. So what 3 lenses did we get out of that? I'm assuming I spent, when I buy these, I don't, after shipping, tax, and everything, I don't like to spend more than $10 per lens if it's just lens. So I spent under $30 on these. So we've got a couple of M42 mounts. I call it Pentax M42 mounts. Some people might not call it that. Look, the felt on there kind of stuck from the thing. Look at that. This is nice Vivitar. Check it out. These old lenses, if you pick one of these up, and just such a joy. This is a 55 to 135. What is it? f3.5 throughout. And the cool thing about this, look, the zoom is contained inside the barrel for more resistance. It's not weather sealed, but it's more resistance from the elements, and plus it doesn't, you know, more compact because it doesn't zoom out, and part of the barrel is way out here. It's got the built-in hood right there. This is a really nice lens. I'm gonna try to sell this for 40 bucks. I think it should sell because it's a really nice lens. I don't have the front lens for it. It is clear, you can tell. And here's another one. This is a prime lens. We've got a little adapter on here, step ring. Yeah, it's a step ring. Oh, there we go. Get that off there. And what we got? We've got a Sears 35 f3.5. Now, let me show you something. Well, they're not different. They're different, but Sears, their lenses were, you know, it's got the Sears name on it, but it's contracted out by other companies. So most likely this is a Vivitar or Tokina or something like that. So don't be afraid if it has a Sears name on it. They are really good. So the M42 mounts, typically they've got a lot of people that like them. So this one has a front plastic hood. I think I might have a metal hood around. It might be a little bit nicer with that. So 2 solid lenses. This one, probably 35 bucks. I'll probably start that out at. And I usually do sales. Like I said, check out my channel. There might be something on there you want. Typically do sales throughout the week of anywhere from 5 to 10% off. Usually 5 to 7% off. But if it's like a holiday weekend, I'll do 10% off. So, and I always combine shipping for U.S. buyers if you want several different items. This is a FD mount, Canon FD mount, the worst mount ever made in the history of cameras. If they didn't change this mount, they would not exist anymore, in my opinion. But yeah, let's see what we got here. We got a JCPenney 80 to 200, kind of same thing. This was contracted out. It's not made by JCPenney. They got somebody else to make it. Tokina, Vivitar, Ricoh, somebody. Let's see here, and it's clear. So I'll probably put an adapter on this. I've been getting away from putting adapters and just putting the lens on there by themselves, because a lot of people are just buying the adapters themselves. A couple of years ago, they wouldn't do that. So I just sell the lenses by themselves. If I get 30 or 35 bucks on them, and I only got $10 into them, that's pretty nice. I enjoy that. And plus I get to, like I said, this is like Christmas. What we got here? Oh. Good thing about buying these offline is, you know, I get all the shipping materials. So I don't have to buy any shipping materials when I sell them back on eBay to send them back off. So it's just, I'm recycling, I guess. Oh, we got 4 different lenses on there. I think this one was from Goodwill. Goodwill always packs their stuff up really good. Oh, this is a nice one. And it doesn't really matter what mount this is. I don't think it's Minolta. Yeah, it's Minolta. But this is 400. Let's see. Oh, the 304. Or yeah, no. Okay, it's 28 to 300. So it's got this little locking mechanism on it, so it doesn't slide. Some lenses they suffer from what you call lens creep. So that's what that is. If you got it on your, you know, you're holding it on your shoulder and it just slowly creeps down like that. That's why they've got this locking mechanism on there. This one isn't too bad with that. It's Casina 28 to 300 is that Minolta Alpha A mount that also works on Sony. So Sony A mount as well. So I'm thinking $50. I'm going to start out at 50. I think it will probably sell for 40. But it's an autofocus lens, so I tend to try to price stuff so they'll sell. I constantly sell, so I'm not sitting on something for too long. This is that. This one isn't really that bad. It's that gummy Sigma lenses that I was telling you about, but this one actually is not bad. This is like, I think this is rare, super rare to come across one that's not all gummy like that with that coating on there. Let's see, 7210 f4 f5.6. We've got the Minolta mount as well. It's a nicer lens. So started out at 35. We'll probably sell around 30. It's got a hood with it, so we'll see. Of course, I test all the autofocus first because I have on those Minoltas. I have the camera autofocus, so I'll test them out, and I do go through and just double check everything's turning properly and there's no fungus or haze on the inner elements. But if you are looking to buy something from me, make sure and read in the descriptions, and I'll disclose anything that's wrong with it. Another 50. See, this one's not all discolored like that last one, so this one's a little bit nicer. I'll probably try to get 40 off of this. I might put a UV filter or something like that with it, and see what I can do there. A lot of people stay away from these lenses because they're not worth that much, because they don't make these systems anymore. What we got here, 35 to 70. I've got a ton of these. I list these at $20. I've got a few marked down to $18 right now. So yeah, so I've got a few of these. I might mark them down even more. That's one that I don't typically buy. If it's in a lot, that's cool, but I'm not like really searching for it. This is another Minolta camera, I guess, since all those lenses are. This is the 5700i. So it's got the same thing. It's got that the eye ones, I think all the eye ones. Yeah, first get down. Here. They've got the place for the little card, so that's kind of cool. So I'll test that out and see if it works. Somebody probably want this. I don't know about the 5700i. There's a 7000i. It usually goes in the 8000i, 7000i, 5000i. So we'll see on that. All right, last box. If you have any questions about any of this or any other photography related items, comment below. I'll try to answer it. All right. This box kind of got wet. It's raining outside. Hopefully I'll have something cool in here to show you. Like I said, I don't know what is in each of these since I've ordered so much lately. I went on vacation and just took a step back and didn't work on my eBay business at all. So I wasn't ordering anything. I was just enjoying the beach. All right. Trying not to get all this popcorn everywhere. I actually like this. This is in a camera bag. It's kind of cool to get stuff in a camera bag, especially when they're like, 70s and early 60s, because a lot of times there'll be like something cool in there, like a receipt for the camera, or even like some place they visited, like a brochure or a ticket to some place or something. And then I can get online and kind of research, what is that place, if it exists anymore. And the coolest, most interesting thing I found was that they had a roll of dimes in here. I guess whoever packaged it up didn't really go or listed it, didn't go through the bag very well. But well, let's hop down. Sorry, my cat was getting in the way. Let's see what we got here. We got Pentax. Last and final is Pentax. Search all pockets. The camera bags don't really sell, but I might throw this on there, or just bundle it with something else. 3D discount. No, it's just lens cleaning tissues. I guess I could have read that. Okay. This camera sucks. I know you Pentax guys are gonna say, "Oh no, that's a great camera." No, it's not. All right. Buy yourself a K1000. Don't buy these autofocus cameras. They're not very good at all. from the Pentax side. Actually, none of them are good. I think probably the Minolta would probably be one of the best, I would guess. Just nobody was making very... I mean, there were some that are like top of the line, but all these ones that were consumer weren't very good. So same battery, CR5. You know, I should... I bet this doesn't work, but I should show you. Well, I've gone through that before. If you've watched my channel, what is it, MX50s? I went through. I had like, God, I probably had like 20 of those, and maybe only 3 or 4 worked. So, little Tokina lens. This is nice. Tokina f2.8 28mm. I used to have one that was oh yeah, this one is kind of similar. It's got the A, so automatic aperture. So yeah, I used to use one like this on my K30 that I really liked a lot. So this is Tokina makes some pretty good lenses. It was an older or newer one, the one I used, but Tokina makes some pretty good stuff. Selling this $25 probably. I might play around with that. Reminisce when I had my K30 and enjoyed it. 28 to 80. This lens is actually better than the plasticky one. I don't have it around. Oh, you know, I'll go over here and grab one. I think I've got one in the box over here that's a broken one. Yeah. Okay, Pentax. So this one's pretty heavy. These are both Pentax lenses. This is the -F, but this one's a Takumar version. This one is a better optically lens, but this one's smaller and plasticky. If you're looking for something optically better, this is this. It's kind of big and clunky. It does have that little, in 80, you can switch it over to macro mode. It's not true macro, but it lets you get a little bit closer into your subject if you need that. So if you're looking for a cheap lens that's for your Pentax system, because this works on all Pentax DSLRs, between these two, I probably recommend this, even though it is bigger, bulkier, and a little bit more of a pain to use. But optically, it's better, and this one's okay. This one's around... If it's working, this one's broken. It's in my junk lot. This one's around $25 shipped, and this one's a little bit more, like $30. That's probably what I'll have to try to sell it for. This filter on here is all hazed over, but it looks to be good. I'll test it out on my K3 and make sure it's good, and I'll put it up for auction. Let's see if there's anything else cool in the bag. I think that's about it. Like I said, if you have any questions or comments, leave them below. I got a lot of these. It's kind of cool. Oh, well, here's one. I just thought that was like a koozie thing. That's a different kind of, look at that. It's like koozie neoprene material. Look at that. Kind of cool little case. I think I might put a beer instead of a lens in there, though. Tall boy right there. Yep. Sounds good right about now. All right, so this lens, what is this? 70 to 200. This one is notorious for that lens creep. Let me show you. It's gonna make me a liar. See, it just the one that's the kind of the kit lens is even worse than this one, but it kind of just, I mean, it's all over the place there. Well, not bad. Let's see. So this lens is optically it's good. It just slides all over the place. It's kind of a pain to use. I'll probably put 35 on this and see if it sells. Thanks for watching. If you want to buy any of these items, give me a day or two and I'll have most of these up. And if you subscribe to my eBay store, it lets you know like every week what I've added to the my store. I add stuff every couple of days since don't have a day job right now. So thanks for watching. Go ahead and subscribe. Thanks again.